After 18 months of having to transition absolutely everything I do to online events only, which has nevertheless been surprisingly creative and rich, I am almost pinching myself at the fact that I'm going to be offering the very first in-person retreat again at my very favorite place to teach in the whole world, and that is the Esalen Institute at Big Sur, Northern California. This will be my one and only in-person event for 2021. The next one won't be until springtime, which will be France next year. So I'm particularly excited to be coming back down to one of my favorite parts of the world. If you don't know much about Big Sur or Esalen, it really is an incredible part of the planet. I've had the great privilege of seeing a lot of our beautiful world, and this particular coastline is dramatic and exquisite. So the location of this place is inspirational and really beautiful and nurturing in and of itself. And furthermore, if you've never been to Esalen, the word Esalen actually comes from the Native American tribe that lived on that land. And the word Esalen means healing in the water. And so one of the big features of this amazing transformational center, which carries such a profound history in personal and spiritual transformation that we now know today, is these incredible hot springs that you get to bathe in the time when we're not formally in practice session together. And they have a massage school that I guarantee you will be the best massage you've ever had in your whole life. So it's a really nurturing place to come and go deeper in ego relaxation, because the whole environment really supports letting go and opening up and being really nourished and nurtured as you journey inside into the important themes and questions that you're working with in your life right now. So the retreat that I've designed for this, the themes we're going to be working with, is something I think is going to be very relevant to us all, which is embodying grace in times of change, rising into spiritual maturity. So as these complex times continue, what I feel is that we need to not only grow deeper roots in what helps us to remain peaceful for ourselves, and to access the essential qualities of our spiritual nature, not only for our own benefit, but also so that our way of being becomes more graceful. We become more of a refuge to our loved ones and our community, being able to radiate peace and equanimity and trust where it matters the most. So we'll be opening up, what does it really mean to be a graceful human being in these times? How do we grow deeper roots in inner peace so that we can be responsive rather than reactive? So that we can basically embrace whatever life is dishing up for us personally and collectively as a divine invitation to learn and rise into our highest potential, or let go of what's no longer working so well. How can we befriend change? How can we cultivate deeper trust and equanimity in the face of such uncertainty and chaos? And most importantly, how do we compassionately open our heart to suffering? Our suffering, the suffering of those we love, the suffering of these times, but without getting swallowed whole. So all throughout the 5 days, I'm going to be sharing timeless spiritual and psychological wisdom gleaned from my existing teachings and new teachings that I haven't been sharing yet, that really help us to practice more substantially into those stubborn pockets of resistance that we all have, and to work constructively and kindly with the places where we get triggered by what's going on. And of course, I'll be sharing with you potent and juicy inquiry questions for us to roll up our sleeves, with one another and really start to access the wisdom, the answers that are inside us that we need. And we'll be chanting and doing beautiful meditations out on the deck in the mornings. I know this is going to be very special and really nourishing, and I'm very much looking forward to it for myself. So if you are available on the week of October the 25th through the 29th, which is coming up soon, I really recommend you do yourself the favor, because it will be a favor to yourself and to everyone you love, to access the grace you need to stay calm, to stay peaceful, to grow more spiritually resilient, and to be capable of radiating your love and your wisdom deeper and further into our world that could surely do with that. So details can be found on my website and also on Esalen website. And lastly, probably obviously, this Esalen requires proof of vaccination status, so that's a requirement and something that I fully support and endorse. So if you would like to come, please join me. Don't wait. There are only a handful of places left, and I am so excited, and I hope to see you who can come there and then.